If you feel invisible right now, if it seems like the world has forgotten your name, if you are standing in a season where no one sees you, no one calls you, no one recognizes what you carry, I want you to hear me clearly. This is not abandonment. This is not rejection. This is not God turning His back on you. You are being hidden. And there is a profound difference between being overlooked by men and being concealed by God. When men overlook you, it is because they are blind. But when God hides you, it is because He sees everything. He sees what is coming. He sees who is watching. He sees the traps laid ahead. And He pulls you back into the shadow of His hand, not to punish you, but to protect you. You are not forgotten. You are covered. Many of you have been crying out, asking God, why am I still here? Why have you not opened the door? Why am I still in this place of silence? And I tell you today, your hiddenness is not a delay. It is a strategy. It is divine positioning. You think you are waiting, but you are being prepared. You think you are hidden, but you are being shielded. There are forces that would destroy you if you stepped into visibility too soon. There are voices that would confuse you if they had access to your ear. There are opportunities that look like blessings but would have derailed your destiny. So I hid you. I pulled you out of the noise. I removed you from the crowd, not because you are unworthy, but because you are priceless. And what is priceless must be protected until the moment of reveal. Think of it this way. When a farmer plants a rare seed, he does not leave it exposed to the elements. He does not plant it in the open field where any animal can trample it, where the sun can scorch it, where the wind can uproot it before it even takes hold. No, he places that seed in a greenhouse, a controlled environment, hidden from the chaos outside, protected from the storms, given exactly what it needs to grow strong roots before it faces the world. That is what I am doing with you. You are in my greenhouse. The world cannot see you, but I am cultivating you. The crowds cannot reach you, but my presence surrounds you. You may feel isolated, but you are not alone. You are in the most sacred place you could ever be, under my careful watch, growing in ways the world will never understand until the day I bring you out. Your hiddenness is not punishment, it is preparation. It is not rejection, it is selection. I have chosen you for something that requires you to be built differently. You cannot carry what I am about to give you with the character you had when you started praying. You cannot handle the weight of the mantle I am placing on you with the mindset you had when you first asked for breakthrough. So I hid you. I removed distractions. I closed doors that felt right but were actually wrong. I silenced voices you thought you needed but were leading you astray. I stripped you of the things you were leaning on so that you would learn to lean on me alone. And now in this hidden season, I am rebuilding you. I am strengthening your foundation. I am deepening your roots. Because when I bring you out, you will not be shaken. You will not be moved. You will stand. There is a principle you must understand. Visibility without readiness is exposure. To be seen before you are ready is to become a target before you are equipped. The enemy does not attack what he cannot see. He does not waste his energy on the hidden ones. But the moment you step into the spotlight, every force of darkness turns its attention toward you. If I allowed you to be seen before you were strong, you would be crushed. If I gave you the platform you were asking for before your character could sustain it, you would have fallen. So I hid you, not because I do not love you, but because I do. I hid you because I know what you do not know. I see what you cannot see, and I refuse to let your impatience destroy what I am building in you. You must also realize that hiddenness is a form of divine camouflage. When I hide you, I am making you invisible to the enemy's radar. There are demons assigned to your downfall. There are spirits watching for the moment you rise so they can attack. But as long as you are hidden in me, they cannot locate you. You are off the grid. You are moving in stealth mode. They may sense something is shifting, but they cannot pinpoint where you are or what I am doing in you. And by the time they realize you have been promoted, it will be too late. You will have already walked into your assignment. You will have already stepped into your authority, and there will be nothing they can do to stop you because I prepared you in secret. Let me explain the warfare you do not see. The moment you were marked for greatness, the enemy began strategizing your destruction. He studied your weaknesses. He mapped your vulnerabilities. He planned attacks designed to derail you before you ever stepped into your calling. But when I hide you, I disrupt his plans. He loses track of you. His surveillance fails. His schemes collapse because he cannot fight what he cannot see. This is why some of the greatest attacks you have faced happened when you were trying to be visible. The enemy saw you, he targeted you, but now in your hiddenness, you are beyond his reach. You are cloaked in my presence. You are shielded by my hand, and he is confused, frustrated, and powerless. Understand this. The enemy fears your hiddenness more than your visibility, because visibility makes you predictable. He knows where you are, what you are doing, who you are connected to, but hiddenness makes you unpredictable. He does not know what I am teaching you. He does not know what I am depositing in you. He does not know what weapons I am placing in your hands. And that terrifies him, because he knows that when you emerge, you will not emerge as the person he studied. You will emerge as someone he has never encountered before, someone trained in secret, someone armed with invisible weapons, someone carrying an anointing he has no defense against. This is why you must stop fighting your hiddenness. Stop resenting the silence. Stop being frustrated with the lack of recognition. Every moment you spend hidden is a moment I am protecting you, shaping you, and positioning you. When you are hidden, you are learning things that visibility would never teach you. You are developing disciplines that fame would have destroyed. You are building intimacy with me that a crowd would have stolen. Do not despise this season. Embrace it, because what I am doing in you now will determine what I can do through you later. Look at the pattern throughout history. Every person I elevated into greatness first went through a season of hiddenness. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before he led a nation. David was anointed king, but spent years in caves before he sat on a throne. Joseph was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, locked in prison, all while I was preparing him to become second in command of an empire. Jesus himself spent 30 years in obscurity before 3 years of ministry. Hiddenness is not a sign that you missed your calling. It is proof that your calling is so significant that I must prepare you thoroughly before I release you. Consider Esther. She was hidden in the king's palace for an entire year before she was presented to the throne. 12 months of preparation, 12 months of purification, 12 months of being beautified in secret. Why? Because she was being prepared to save a nation. Her hidden season was not wasted time. It was necessary time. Every oil treatment, every fragrance, every lesson in royal protocol was preparing her for a moment that would determine the survival of her people. And when her moment came, she was ready. She did not stumble. She did not hesitate. She walked into the throne room with the confidence of someone who had been thoroughly prepared. That is what I am doing with you. I am preparing you for a moment that will define not just your life, but the lives of those connected to you. Look at the Apostle Paul. After his traumatic encounter with me on the road to Damascus, did I immediately send him out to preach? No. I sent him into the wilderness of Arabia for 3 years. 3 years of silence, 3 years of solitude, 3 years where no one knew his name, no one heard his voice, no one saw his ministry. Why? Because the message I was giving him was too powerful to be entrusted to someone who had not been broken, humbled, and rebuilt. Paul needed to unlearn everything he thought he knew. He needed to be stripped of his religious pride, his self-righteousness, his need for validation. And in that hidden season, I transformed him from Saul the persecutor into Paul the apostle. The man who emerged from that wilderness wrote half of the New Testament and turned the world upside down. But none of that would have been possible if he had rushed into ministry before his character matched his calling. And think about John the Baptist. He spent years in the wilderness, hidden from society, eating locusts and wild honey, wearing clothes made of camel hair. The world thought he was strange. The religious leaders thought he was irrelevant. But I was preparing the voice that would announce the Messiah. I was shaping the one who would prepare the way for my son. His hiddenness was not insignificance, it was consecration. And when he finally emerged, his voice shook a nation. Kings trembled at his words. Multitudes flocked to hear him, because the message he carried had been forged in the fire of isolation. He did not speak to please men. He spoke because he had been with me. This is the pattern, this is the process. Hiddenness first, preparation in secret, then and only then promotion in public. I do not bypass this process for anyone, because I know that what is built quickly crumbles quickly, but what is built slowly, thoroughly, and in the hidden place will stand the test of time. During your hidden season, you may feel like you are going backward. You may feel like others are passing you by. You see people who started after you already walking in the breakthrough you have been praying for. You see them being celebrated while you are still in the shadows. And the enemy whispers, you are left behind. You are overlooked. God does not care about you. But I tell you, do not compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. Do not measure your hidden season against someone else's public moment. Their path is not your path. Their timing is not your timing. And their anointing is not your anointing. I hid you for a reason. And when your moment comes, it will be undeniable. It will be unmistakable. No one will be able to say they got there because of connections. No one will be able to claim they got there because of talent. Everyone will know God did that. Let me tell you what is happening in the unseen. While you are hidden, I am rearranging things on your behalf. I am moving people into position. I am opening doors you did not even know existed. I am dismantling obstacles you do not even see. I am silencing voices that would have spoken against you. I am preparing stages you will walk onto. I am aligning divine appointments you will step into. But none of this can happen prematurely. It must happen in my timing, not yours. And my timing requires your hiddenness, because what I am orchestrating is so precise, so intricate, so powerful, that one premature move would collapse the whole thing. So I keep you hidden until every piece is in place. And when I say now, everything will shift in an instant. While you sleep, I am working. While you weep, I am weeping. While you wait, I am waging war on your behalf. You think nothing is moving, but everything is moving. I am rerouting traffic. I am redirecting funds. I am realigning relationships. I am removing toxic people who would have poisoned your purpose. I am bringing in faithful people who will support your calling. I am dismantling partnerships that would have drained you and establishing connections that will empower you. I am closing contracts that would have enslaved you and opening agreements that will liberate you. You do not see it yet, but the entire landscape of your life is being reconstructed. And when you finally step into it, you will marvel at how perfectly everything fits together. This is why I ask you to trust me, not because I want to test your patience, but because I want you to witness my power. When everything falls into place at the exact right time, you will know beyond any doubt that it was not luck. It was not coincidence. It was not your effort. It was me. And that knowledge will anchor your faith for the rest of your life. You will never again doubt my ability to orchestrate the impossible. Understand this. The longer you are hidden, the greater the reveal. The deeper I take you in the wilderness, the higher I will bring you out. There is a direct correlation between the depth of your preparation and the height of your elevation. Do not rush the process. Do not try to force your way out of the shadows. If you step out before I release you, you will step into the wrong season, the wrong assignment, the wrong atmosphere. And you will find yourself fighting battles you were never meant to fight. But if you wait, if you trust, if you remain hidden until I say, come forth, you will walk into rooms you never applied to. You will receive opportunities you never pursued. You will be handed keys you never asked for. Because when I elevate you, I do not need your resume. I do not need your network. I do not need your strategy. I only need your obedience. There are also lessons you can only learn in hiddenness. In the crowd, you learn how to perform. But in the secret place, you learn how to worship. In visibility, you learn how to speak to people. But in hiddenness, you learn how to hear my voice. When the world is watching, you learn how to manage your image. But when no one is watching, you learn how to guard your heart. Hiddenness humbles you. It breaks the pride you did not even know you had. It reveals the motives you tried to hide. It exposes the insecurities you covered with confidence. And in that exposure, I heal you, I purify you, I make you whole, so that when you emerge, you are not just anointed, you are authentic. You are not just powerful, you are pure. And that kind of elevation cannot be stopped. I also want to address those of you who feel like your hiddenness has lasted too long. You have been in this season for years. You have been faithful, you have been obedient, you have been patient. and still nothing has changed. I hear your frustration, I see your tears, but let me tell you this, the length of your hiddenness is not a punishment. It is a measurement of the weight of what I am preparing you to carry. If I am keeping you hidden longer than others, it is because what I am giving you is heavier than what I gave them. Your assignment is not small, your calling is not light, and I refuse to release you into it until you are ready. So yes, the wait is long, but the reward is greater. Think of a diamond. It is not formed overnight. It takes years, sometimes millions of years of pressure, heat, and darkness before it becomes the precious stone the world values. If you pull it out of the ground too soon, it is just a rock. But if you leave it under pressure long enough, it becomes priceless. You are my diamond, and I'm not pulling you out until the world sees your worth. I'm not releasing you until your value is undeniable. So stay under the pressure, stay in the heat, stay in the darkness a little longer. Because when I bring you out, you will shine so brightly that no one will be able to look away. Your hidden season is also a test of your trust. Do you trust me when no one is applauding you? Do you trust me when no one is recognizing you? Do you trust me when it looks like nothing is happening? Because visibility will test your humility, but hiddenness tests your faith. And I need to know that your faith is not dependent on what you see. I need to know that you will worship me in the dark just as passionately as you worship me in the light. I need to know that you will serve me in secret with the same intensity you would serve me on a stage. Because if you cannot be faithful in hiddenness, you will not be able to handle visibility. Visibility amplifies everything. If your foundation is weak, visibility will expose it. But if your foundation is strong, visibility will display it. So I am making sure your foundation is unshakable before I put you on display. And here is the beauty of hiddenness. When you are hidden, you do not have to perform. You do not have to pretend. You do not have to prove yourself to anyone. You can be raw, you can be real, you can be vulnerable. And in that vulnerability, I meet you, I speak to you, I heal you. The hidden season is where intimacy is built. It is where you stop knowing about me and start knowing me. You stop hearing sermons about my voice and start hearing my voice for yourself. You stop reading about my presence and start experiencing my presence. And that intimacy, that deep connection is what will sustain you when the crowds come. Because the crowd will cheer for you, but they will not carry you. The crowd will celebrate you, but they will not cover you. Only I can do that. And if you do not learn to find me in the silence, you will lose me in the noise. There is a vast difference between knowing information about me and knowing me intimately. Many people know my promises, but they do not know my presence. They can quote my word, but they have never heard my voice. They can recite my attributes, but they have never encountered my heart. The hidden season strips away all second-hand knowledge and forces you into first-hand experience. When there is no preacher to inspire you, you must learn to hear me yourself. When there is no crowd to energize you, you must learn to be sustained by my presence alone. When there is no validation from others, you must learn to find your worth in my love alone. This is where true disciples are made. Not in conferences, not in programs, not in crowds, but in the secret place, in the quiet hours, in the lonely nights, in the moments when it is just you and me, and you have nothing to offer but your brokenness, and I have nothing to give but myself, and you discover that I am enough. My presence is enough. My love is enough. My voice is enough. You do not need the applause. You do not need the recognition. You do not need the platform. You just need me. And that revelation, that breakthrough, that transformation is what makes you dangerous in the kingdom. Because now you cannot be bought. You cannot be manipulated. You cannot be seduced by fame or money or power. You have tasted something better. You have found the treasure hidden in the field, and nothing else compares. Let me also warn you about the danger of self-promotion. Some of you are tired of being hidden, so you are trying to promote yourselves. You are forcing doors. You are creating your own platforms. You are announcing your own arrival. And I understand the frustration. But let me tell you, anything you build in your own strength, you will have to maintain in your own strength. And you do not have the strength to sustain what only I can build. When you promote yourself, you attract people who are impressed by you. But when I promote you, I attract people who are assigned to you. There is a difference. One will drain you. The other will empower you. So stop trying to make things happen. Stop trying to get people's attention. If I want them to see you, I will make sure they see you. And when they see you, they will not be able to unsee you. There is also a spiritual reality you must understand. Your hiddenness protects your anointing. When you are visible too soon, people will try to touch what they are not worthy to touch. They will try to access what they have not been prepared to receive. They will try to take from you what they have not been given permission to take. And in the process, they will drain you. They will deplete you. They will leave you empty. But when I keep you hidden, I am guarding your oil. I am protecting your fire. I am preserving your strength, so that when I release you, you are full, not depleted. You are strong, not weak. You are ready, not burned out. Now, I want you to pay attention to something very important. The hidden season does not last forever. There is a set time for your reveal. I have already marked the day. I have already determined the hour. And when that moment comes, no force in hell will be able to keep you hidden. Doors will open that no man can shut. Opportunities will come that you did not seek. Favor will surround you that you did not earn. People will call your name who do not even know you. Platforms will invite you who never heard of you. Because when I decide it is your time, the entire atmosphere shifts. What took others years will happen for you in days. What took others a lifetime will happen for you in a moment. Not because you are better than them, but because my timing is perfect. And when my timing aligns with your readiness, nothing can stop the explosion of blessing that follows. So what do you do while you wait? You remain faithful. You stay humble. You guard your heart. You protect your peace. You continue to serve me in secret. You keep worshiping when no one is watching. You keep praying when no one is listening. You keep believing when no one is agreeing. Because your faithfulness in the hidden season determines your fruitfulness in the visible season. Do not waste this time. Do not resent this time. Maximize this time. Read, study, pray, grow, develop your gifts, sharpen your skills, strengthen your character, build your relationship with me, because everything you do now is preparing you for everything you will do later. Let me be specific about how to steward this season well. First, guard your heart above all else. Do not allow bitterness to take root. Do not allow comparison to poison your peace. Do not allow discouragement to dim your fire. Every day, you must make a conscious choice to trust me, to believe me, to rest in me. Your heart is the garden where your future grows. If you allow weeds of resentment, jealousy, or despair to grow, they will choke out the seeds of promise I have planted in you. Pull those weeds daily through worship, through gratitude, through confession. Keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit tender. Keep your faith strong. Second, become a student during this season. Read books that stretch your mind. Study subjects that expand your understanding. Learn skills that will serve your calling. The hidden season is your university. I am your teacher, and the curriculum is designed specifically for what you will need when you step into visibility. Do not be passive. Do not waste hours on distractions. Redeem the time. Every quiet moment is an opportunity to grow. Every solitary hour is a chance to sharpen yourself. When you emerge, you will not emerge empty-handed. You will emerge equipped, educated, and ready. Third, serve faithfully in small things. Do not despise the season of small beginnings. Do not look down on the assignments no one sees. Do not wait for the big stage to prove your faithfulness. Prove it now in the hidden places, in the mundane tasks, in the moments when no one is applauding, because I am watching, and how you handle what no one sees determines what I will trust you with when everyone is watching. Faithfulness in secret is the qualification for authority in public. Fourth, cultivate a lifestyle of prayer and worship. Do not let your prayer life become mechanical. Do not let your worship become routine. Press deeper. Hunger for more. Cry out for revelation. Seek my face, not just my hand. Intercede for others. Stand in the gap. Build altars in your heart. This is the furnace where your anointing is forged. This is the well where your authority is drawn. The depth of your prayer life in private will determine the power of your ministry in public. Shallow roots produce weak trees, but deep roots produce trees that cannot be shaken. And when the day comes when I finally say, it is time, You will step out of the shadows and the world will be stunned. They will wonder where you came from. They will ask, who is this? And you will smile, not with pride, but with gratitude, because you will know the answer. You came from the secret place. You came from the hidden season. You came from the place where I refined you, shaped you, and made you ready. And now you are walking in the fullness of what I prepared for you. But let me prepare you for what happens in the transition. The shift from hidden to visible is not always comfortable. You have grown accustomed to the quiet. You have adapted to the solitude. You have found peace in the secret place. And suddenly I will thrust you into the light. Doors will open rapidly. Opportunities will multiply. People will come from every direction. And for a moment, you may feel overwhelmed. You may want to retreat back into hiding. But do not fear. I will not leave you. I will not abandon you. I will walk with you through the transition. I will guide you through the noise. I will anchor you in the chaos. So remember this. The purpose of hiddenness was never to keep you hidden forever. The purpose was to prepare you so that when you are revealed, you can sustain what I release. You are not emerging to entertain. You are emerging to impact. You are not coming out to perform. You are coming out to transform. The anointing you carry, the authority you bear, the message you hold, it was forged in the fire of isolation so that it would burn brightly in the arena of influence. Do not shrink back. Do not second guess. Do not apologize for taking up space. You were hidden so you could be revealed. And now that the time has come, step boldly, speak clearly, walk confidently, because I am with you. Let me close with this truth. Your hiddenness is temporary, but the strength you gain from it is permanent. The intimacy you build with me in the shadows will sustain you in the spotlight. The character you developed in obscurity will carry you in visibility. The lessons you learn in silence will guide you in noise. Do not despise the hidden season. It is not a curse. It is a gift. It is not a setback. It is a setup. And when your time comes, you will emerge not as someone who survived hiddenness, but as someone who thrived in it. You will not come out bitter. You will come out better. You will not come out weakened. You will come out ready, and the world will see what I always saw in you, a vessel prepared for greatness, a soul refined by fire, a life marked by my hand. Before I release you from this word, I want to speak directly to your identity. You are not who the world says you are. You are not defined by your current circumstances. You are not limited by your past failures. You are not disqualified by your mistakes. You are mine. You are chosen. You are called. You are anointed. You are hidden because you are precious. You are concealed because you are powerful. You are in the shadows because you are being prepared for the light. Do not let the enemy rewrite your story. Do not let doubt redefine your purpose. Do not let delay distort your identity. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn, becoming exactly who you need to become. And when you step out, you will not step out alone. I will go before you. I will walk beside you. I will guard you from behind. My favor will surround you like a shield. My presence will cover you like a cloud. My wisdom will guide you like a lamp. And every person who needs to see you will see you. Every door that needs to open will open. Every opportunity that belongs to you will find you. Because you are not stepping into your own plans. You are stepping into mine, and my plans cannot fail. So trust me in the hiding. Trust me in the waiting. Trust me in the silence. Because I am not done with you yet. And when I am finished, you will be unstoppable.